Hello, Kyosho Ferrari fans. So today we're going to take a closer look at these two new models that I got into my collection. But I just wanted to bring up this. This is the F360 Challenge Stradale, and this is the predecessor to the 430 Scuderia. So this is basically just a stripped out version, race version of the 360. But this is the successor to it, the 430 Scuderia. So obviously it's a kit, and I'm not going to make you guys watch me put this thing together, so I'm going to probably cut away, put this thing together, and come back. But before that, let's take a look at this thing here. So I'm not sure if I've ever shown this box before. This is collection number 8, and these are the cars in there, and look, 500 yen, that's around $5. So it gives you a baseline as to what kind of value you're going to get for $5. Granted, this was back in 2011, so it's a pretty old model, but there actually hasn't been much inflation in Japan, so it's still around $5 in today's money. But if anyone's curious, here are the other models that came in this collection if you want to try to seek them out. Okay guys, it wasn't too hard to put those back together, but mental note, this mirror fell out, so I was very lucky to notice that it was missing, and I was able to find it again. So I had to crazy glue it back in there. So be mindful of these small parts that they might fall out of these model kits here from Kyosho. Okay, so let's start with the chronologically the regular coupe version, the 430 Scuderia. Scuderia means stable, by the way, and this is lighter than the regular road car by 100 kilograms, and it's making 500 horsepower. So this thing will do 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds and get almost up to 200 miles per hour. It's one of the early Ferraris with no manual transmission available at the time, so quite interesting. Let's take a little look here, and the wheels, yeah, they look pretty good. Again, it was a $5 model, so you can't expect brake systems at that price point, but the wheels do look nice. The casting seems okay, but there's no additional paint there in that vent or in that vent. Would have been nice to see. But you have the prancing horse crest there, nicely done. Pretty tight panel line there on that gas cap. Unfortunately, the yellow is really filling in the door cut. The door almost vanishes here under bright light, so the yellow paint was really thick, and so henceforth the door handle as well is really muted. So that's a shame. And the mirrors are nice. There's plastic pieces. They're separate, so they're not blobs of metal. So it's nice. Going to the back here, the interior wasn't, I guess it's detailed enough for a $5 car. It's just that I sometimes get spoiled by the $20 cars, so I gotta keep that in mind. So I think for the price point, this is a pretty good interior as far as this molded details go. This printing is really nice. I mean, you got these silver racing stripes here, and you got a black border around them, and it seems pretty well done. Okay, so going to the back here, we got the horse there in silver, and then we have some printing there, and then some silver on the exhaust tips, which is good. Unfortunately, you'll see there is a molded depression, I think, for the reflector strip. You'll see there, but the red paint is well below it, so they missed the mark on the reflectors. It would have been better to just not even have a molded detail, so you can make that mistake and no one would notice. Alright, anyways, a nice fine texture here in the grills, so that's good. The nice clear translucent taillights and a thin third brake light looks good as well. Going to the bottom, typical Kyosho detail. Alright, it is screwed together obviously because I had to put it together, but that's good for you modifiers if you want to paint the interiors. The tires look pretty nice, staggered sizes, nice small tread blocks. Okay, this side, any issues? I don't see anything, but I am now noticing for the first time a little silver text there. I think that must say Pininfarina, the design house for most Ferraris. Okay, so the crest and the orange dot reflector or light there. A little bit of the casting is showing through there, and so that's why the yellow paint is laid on really thick here from Kyosho. So try to hide that sort of casting stuff. Okay, so the front, is there texture in here? Yeah, there is a fine texture in the grille, and it's painted black pretty nicely. And what is this? That's a little vent of some sort, goes pretty far in. The Ferrari logo, it's not too large, looks decently proportioned. The lights are pretty nice, clear, and then you got molded details indicating some lamps there, so that's really good. You'll notice a tiny bit of orange peel, but it's not bad. More importantly, I don't see any bubbling, which is quite common on Kyosho cars. Worst is the red ones, but a lot of yellow cars get bubbling as well, but this one is good. Good shape here, so there's some printing here in the back as well. So I'm quite happy. This model is good, for sure. I like it. Very lightweight car. Okay. Well, let's go to the next car here, which is the Scuderia Spider 16M. That's its official name. And it's called that because it's celebrating Ferrari's 16th victory in the Formula One Constructors World Championship back in 2008. Why they picked 16 is a significant victory? I don't know. It seems kind of weird. But essentially, this is a convertible version of the last car we just looked at. The only thing that's different is the wheels. They're unique forged wheels. And Kyosho did a good job again duplicating this. So, and for you roller people, yeah, it does roll. Okay, that does look like there's some text here. Maybe, I don't know if you could read that. I doubt it. Let's see if the camera... No, what do you know? You can. It says 16M. So, and actually, if you look at the photo back here on that license plate, it's pretty much the same, 16M. Okay, so good job, Kyosho. Good job. Alright, so yeah, same stuff as the other model. No black paint. Thick yellow paint, and even still some of the casting is showing through, almost vanishing here. Right, not so the door handle's almost gone. It's a shame. There's no black paint in the vent there, but still the casting shows through. And then the back details very similar. This printing's a little different. These reflectors are hitting the mark, and they look bigger. They look nicer. Nice texture. Nice exhaust tips, silver. Nice. Bottom stuff, similar again. Right. Okay, so this, the engine, yeah, similar, very nice. Interior. You notice there's a little clear piece of plastic here. That's pretty nice. And also, it was unexpected, but in this coupe, there is a vertical piece of clear plastic. I don't know if you guys can tell, but right behind the seats and in front of the engine bay, you can see that line there. That's a separate piece of clear plastic that was in the interior. So that's a nice detail they could have easily skipped. So, okay. Back to this. Let's see here. Yeah, what's that now? No, okay, luckily it's just some lint. Okay, so there we go. The wheels again look nice. The front end. This, ooh. I'm looking at the graphic here. It's like taking a turn here. So that's not the... It's not the best graphic there, unfortunately. It is printed nicely, it's just that it's not straight. So that's too bad. The thick yellow paint filling in that stuff. The lights are nice again. This time they're black paint buckets. Not paint buckets, I keep saying that. Black light buckets, but they have a little silver for the actual light projector or lamp there, so that's good. And then we got, oh, this time the grill is part of the plastic bottom and it's molded in detail there, so that's nice. The other one, I don't know. No, the other one is part of the casting. So, but this one, the plastic is part of the base pan, I think. Okay, so we got some molded in windshield wipers, but I don't think they're painted black. I think, sorry, I'm looking at it with the naked eye. I don't think those are painted black. Oh well. Okay, so you can see those interior details a little better. So there you go. And no extra paint or decals inside. Which again, you gotta remember this car was like $5 at retail, so I think it's still a lot better than Hot Wheels, right? Far more realistic looking. So very nice. Okay, and then again, I'm looking at the paint. Is there any sort of blemishes or? I didn't see any contaminants. I don't see any bubbling. Maybe something. Really nitpicking. Something's up with that. Maybe that's a contaminant, but in the realm of the pricing of this model, I think it's fine. Okay. Well then, I think I lucked out in this case for these two models. we'll let them spin around here, and hopefully I can find a focal point where you can actually see the photographs behind and look at the cars at the same time. And you can decide for yourselves if you think you want to track these cars down for your collection. I actually don't have a regular 430 from Kyosho, but when I do, I'll do a different video to sum up all the different F430s made by this brand. But I just don't know when that's going to happen. You got to find them at the right price. Okay, so see you guys around. Bye.